Buff Nation, we're back. None other than Alec Burks on this episode of Catching Up with the Family. AB, what's up, man?
What's good? What's good?
How you doing, bro? How's quarantine life treating you?
Man, we staying inside, staying healthy. Hopefully everybody's doing the same.
Where are you at right now?
I'm in Kansas City. You know where I'm from, Missouri.
Grandview, son?
yeah, Grandview, all that. I'm close to that.
Nice. It's good to be. I know your folks are from out there. Are you guys quarantined in the same spot, or how's that deal?
They don't live too far from me, so then we're basically the same area. We all quarantined, so everybody's trying to stay out the way.
Yeah. So it's been a long time since you've caught up with us and Buff fans. What's changed in Alec Burks' life? This is a big question, but family side of things in the last 9 years.
I got a child, a daughter, 3-year-old. That's changed. I'm married. I ain't that little kid. I'm a grown man. I'm 28 now. I ain't that little 18.
It looks like you got a little grown man going on.
I'm just, more mature, grown man now, as opposed to when the Buff fans last seen me in Colorado.
Yeah, so your daughter Ashton just turned 3?
Yeah, she just turned 3.
Just turned 3.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a little cameo from her. But,
yeah.
And you got married last summer in Miami, right?
Yeah, hey, what you doing?
Why are you talking out?
The computer. Yeah, I got married last summer in Miami. Man. It was crazy. August 10th. So
nice. AB, what being from Kansas City when you were growing up in high school, what was the decision behind coming to Colorado? I know we spoke recently. You talked about playing against those other Big 12 schools that didn't necessarily recruit you. What was the driving force between you wanting to come to Colorado when we were back in the Big 12 in those days?
Basically the Big 12. I wanted to stay in the Big 12 country. Didn't have that many options, so I went out to Boulder. I visited, and I felt like I can play. I played with a great group of guys, and it just worked out that way. Vizela, the coach before Tad was there, just reiterated that. I signed there, and the rest is history.
Yeah, you talk about you came on a visit. Do you remember who was your host back then? I know we're talking.
I've had to be probably Corey or Javon, I think. I don't really remember. I seen, everybody's around each other. So
Yeah. Shout out to Steve Higgs.
Yeah.
Your visit, man, it's funny. We had Dre on the show last week talking about his visit and how bad it was.
It was, Dre's visit was terrible. It was, man.
One of the worst performances on a visit I've ever seen. You and I probably had one of the more spectacular visits. I know recruits back then played with on their visits. They don't necessarily do that anymore. But you, my man, were doing some things that I hadn't seen. You were scoring the ball unbelievably. Talk to me about the confidence you had coming in and playing against us.
I just love to compete. I just want to show that I belong. And I think I did all right for myself, Just want to see how I play with everybody, and just playing at altitude for the first time was crazy too. I ain't never experienced that. I remember that huffing and puffing, but I feel like it went great.
Yeah, no, you were doing your thing. Still to this day, the most gifted scorer that I've ever played with. Not the best shooter, not the greatest handle, but just the most gifted scorer that I've ever played with. And I remember sitting in the locker room after you just torched us in pickup, and talking to Corey and Austin and those guys. That ain't gonna work. That them doing that ain't gonna work. But for damn sure, you came the next year and that was working, brother. So and still works to this day. So, were you like a prolific scorer in high school, or when did that mindset kick in?
I don't know. Maybe just seeing. Watching, just learning from different players. I think it really kicked into college. I don't know. Maybe my high school senior year, and then going to college, I think I really picked up like different aspects how to score the ball. And it's helped me to this day. Yeah,
no, that was definitely a skill you have that's translated to the NBA for sure. Back to your visit at CU. I follow your wife on Instagram. I know you're not all that stuff. But when you're on your visit, tell me if I'm right or wrong here, but we went to Chop House.
Yeah.
And you tried to order chicken tenders.
Maybe.
It didn't matter where we went.
Yeah, that was my joint back in the day. I mean, I was 18.
Chicken tenders and fries. Has that changed a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, different. I still will eat that though, but I mean a little different.
Right. It looks like those meals have changed a little bit.
Yeah, they changed. But yeah, that was my go-to anywhere. You guys do. I mean, Shannon, that was my roommate Dre. That's all we used to eat, man. Yeah. Fatty J's and BJ pizzas, that's still out there. So that's what we put every day. Man.
What was some of your best memories at CU? You know, on the court, off the court. I know it was a long time ago, but those memories stick with us forever.
Just being on my own. I remember that. Meeting Deuce, my roommate Dre, and all the guys, man. That was cool. I remember the basketball part, man, beating Texas. That was my sophomore year. That was probably the best experience. And just being on campus, going to football games, going different things, just running around, going to the hill. Just a whole bunch of stuff, man. I had a lot of fun my 2 years.
Yeah. You talk about that Texas game. You'd obviously blown up then, but I'm not sure if it was that game or a couple before that, but the student section was, I mean, that's when we were in our prime.
Yeah, true.
And that thing was fat. I remember because I was joining in with them, but they were saying, one more year.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are they Alex at the free throw line shooting free throws. I'm here one more. I'm like, what are they saying? Then I understand one more year, and I'm like, hell yeah, one more year. We all wanted you to stay, man, but you made the right decision, and the rest is history. You know, what went into, I mean, I was probably a no-brainer at the time, but was there a side of you that was kind of scared, like, damn, I'm really going to go to the NBA, I can stay here and do my thing? What went into the decision?
A lot of different things, just the opportunity to play in the NBA, you know, just take care of my family. That was obviously number one. But I think throughout that last year, I think everybody kind of knew where it was leaning to, just by the way I was playing and how things was going, you know. But it could have been scary, though, just because you never know it's a grown man leave. Even see you with so many great memories, it's great people. You know, it's hard to leave, but I know how to do what's best for me and my family.
Yeah, I mean, we as a team and individuals in the house or in the locker room, nobody really spoke about going to the league. We didn't talk about that kind of stuff. All we spoke about was winning games. And so when it became a reality to you, what was that feeling like?
It became reality maybe the day before I announced, because I mean, I would meet Boy like every day. He kept asking me about it. You know, Boy ain't never been through nothing like that either. It was new to me too. So we was just going back and forth, pros and cons. And then the day before I made the announcement, I told him I think it's the best decision for me to leave, and he supported it, you know. And then I announced it the next day, next to him in the Dale Ward. I don't know if it's still called that. It's still called that. Yeah.
It's still Dale Ward. It's changed a little, man. We got to get you back out here.
Yeah,
it's changed a little bit since then, but
man, probably. But yeah, I was a cool boy, man. He looked at me for me during that process.
I mean, you saw kind of. You came in 2009, 2010, first year with Coach Bzdelic, and kind of the platform we built. You know, we went to Maui, and you had a really good tournament over in Maui, and we could kind of feel the energy building. Yeah. And us as a team, we had that belief that we were going to do something special. What do you think could have been if you would have stayed? If you would have stayed another year, I mean, what do you think you would have done?
Who knows? Sky's the limit. You know, I would have played in the tournament because obviously I would definitely played in that. That'd been good. I think we would have been ranked throughout the year, at the start of the year. Yeah. And who knows, man. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't know. It could have been amazing. I would have been working towards my degree more with Mindy, right?
I just go shout out to Mindy. I just got off a Zoom call with Mindy. We're doing study hall with our boys now. So
yeah.
She's still battling away, man.
Who would have known what would have happened, man? Who would have known?
One more thing I got to talk about at CU was, when it sticks out to me, was you in the weight room. It wasn't a love fest between you in the weight room, but I remember it was like later in the summer. Was it a lockout? Was it a lockout year?
Yeah. My first year was lockout.
Yeah. That's what I thought. So you got drafted, then you ended up coming back maybe
Yeah, I
2
was there.
months later or something like that.
Yeah, I was there.
You were oh, and I was like, there's no way. Coach Hardy, shout out Coach Hardy.
Yeah, my man's
down in he's actually just took a job with the Houston Texans, but
dope.
he tried 2 years to put weight on you.
Yeah.
You go to the league, and in 2 months you're kind of you got a little definition. What's the secret sauce, man?
Just I don't know. I didn't feel at that time. I felt like I needed to lift like that, but I still did it. Still did it with everybody. I didn't. I mean, I did what I had to do. I made and I complained, but who didn't? Everybody I feel like was complaining about it. But after I got drafted, I just really lifted because I realized what I was up against, and I came back big and stronger. And you need that in this day and age in the game.
Because I remember he used to give out like little punishments up there. Not doing this, not doing that, not drinking protein. I mean, yours was, and probably to this day, the highest tally of up downs for having your shorts baggy.
Yeah, man, probably. Just young and dumb, man.
I mean, you probably your tally over 2 years was probably like 10,000 up downs or something crazy.
Young and dumb. That's all. I thought that was cool at the time, but it wasn't. But it is what it was. A wave at the time, man. Baggy clothes.
Hey B, there's this. Before we move on to the NBA life, there's this little CU trivia that we're doing. So I'm going to give you 2 options. You just say either one, rapid fire.
All
right. Ralphie or Chip?
Chip.
What? Unbelievable. You and Drake? Dark Horse or the Sink?
Dark Horse.
Half-assed or Cheaper Hut?
Half-assed.
Smelly Deli or Bova's?
I don't think I've ever been to either one of those. I don't care either or.
This is where it gets interesting. Absinthe or Walrus?
Walrus. I went in Walrus one day as Corey Higgins. It's crazy.
It's a PG show, man. Let's keep it.
Man.
Illegal Pizza or Cosmos?
Cosmos.
Easy. All right, man. So you leave CU. You entered the draft. 12th pick to the Utah Jazz. What was draft night like for you and your family in the green room? You hear your name called, or wait. What was the wait like, and then hearing your name?
It was an unbelievable time, unbelievable experience for me and my family. Just waiting, just because waiting in the green room, all the picks before me, and then just getting my name called, all the emotions. And then it was like 2 hours after that before I got to leave the place because there's so many media and a lot of things I had to do. But it was a great feeling, man. I'll never forget a day of my life, man. One of the best days of my life, besides my daughter being born. Yeah, that's up there.
I know we were all at Coach Boyle's house watching it, and it was amazing to see. I mean, you always had that swag and that confidence when you came in, but I mean, it was always Alex. Nobody really listened to that. It was just hot noise. But that day you got drafted, man, we were so happy for you, and then the rest is history. But who was the number 1 pick that year?
Kyrie, killer.
That was a tough. Kawhi was in that, right?
Yeah, Kawhi, Jimmy Butler, Tristan Thompson. Who else was in there? Isaiah Thomas. I'm known for getting some people, but it was some great players in that draft.
Yeah, that was an elite draft.
Twins was in there too.
You've had. I mean, how long were you at Utah for? How many years?
8 years. 8 years before I got traded last year.
Yeah.
Man, you know how it is.
8 years at Utah. How good of an organization is Utah?
Oh, man, family first. It's top notch, man. From top to bottom, man. They spend no measures to make sure you feel at home, man. Especially a small market, man. You just get that family love atmosphere there, man. I got nothing but love for them out there.
Yeah. A couple of my boys were there. Joe Ingles, Dante X.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they give you some tough time? Joe likes to talk about a smack, man.
Yeah, Joe is Joe, man. He one of a kind, but you know he good people though. It come from a good place, but he hilarious. There ain't nobody been around him like that.
Right. So you leave Utah last year, right?
Yup, got traded last year.
You go to Cleveland.
Yup, Cleveland.
How long were you in Cleveland?
Man, to the deadline, so probably like a couple months, and they got traded to the Kings the last like month of the season because you know we didn't make the playoffs with the Kings that last year.
Kings. Then you sign. Did you sign in OKC or just?
I didn't sign. I just
Didn't sign.
about to be back with Fly Drake. Yeah.
I know. I remember when that was a thing.
Yeah.
I think we're in Vegas and we caught up talking about that potentially happening.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been so good for us, but
Crazy.
happens down at OKC. You choose to go to
Golden State.
Golden State, potential, NBA champion, and then that whole thing blows up.
Man.
You're kind of forced. I mean, you obviously would have been a big part of that team, but you're forced into a different role where you got to carry more of the scoring load. How good was that? For obviously you had the same role at Utah for a while, but then it kind of dipped off with the teams in between.
Yeah.
You thrusted back into that scoring role. How good was that? Because that's what you are.
Golden State, man, they gave me an unbelievable opportunity, man. You know, coming into the year, like you said, had championship aspirations, but then Steph get hurt, D-Lo get hurt, Draymond get hurt, and then things just go from there, So we just all try to play hard, I just got to showcase my ability again,
So you end up, now you've been in Philly. How many games have you played with Philly?
Man, I don't, maybe 10, I want to 8, 9, 10. I want to say not that many because just like I said, this hiatus right now from the virus and then the break in between the All-Star break. I didn't play that many. So I don't want to say.
I know you haven't been around much to really notice or how many home games you played, but going from Cleveland, who without LeBron is, and then you go to Sacramento. Obviously, the Warriors have a great fan base.
Yeah.
You go to Philly with some of the craziest fans,
Man.
unrealistic fans in the world, passionate, and that's why you love them. Have you really experienced that pressure and that Philly love for the sports?
Yeah, they intense. Most of the intense, man. They own you every play, every game, every minute, they own you. They intense, but it's the love for the city they got, so that I can understand that.
Do you think you got? I mean, who knows what's going to go on now with the coronavirus and the time we're in? But do you think the team that you guys have right now at Philly is genuine title contenders?
I think so. I think so. It's so much talent from top to bottom. If it meshed well at the right time, who knows what could happen. So I think so.
Right. We're talking about this coronavirus. What's a day look like in Alec Burks' life? Right.
Just in the morning, wake up. Usually my daughter wakes us up. She be ready to play
What time, man? What time are you waking up?
Just depends on what time she wake up. Maybe time, you never know. It depends on what time she go to sleep. So
you pushing her back a little, making her go to sleep a little later now?
So she'll sleep later in the morning, but, she wake up, we just play, and then she go to sleep. We try to get like a little run or workout in, me and my wife, and then she wake up, we play the rest of the day till she go to sleep and eat. Same thing over and over, until because we're not going, doing the most, because of the virus right now. So we just try to do that, get a lot of family time right now.
Yeah. Have you got like a little weight room or gym or anything like that?
Nah, I ain't got nothing. I just go outside and run. That's pretty much what I've been doing, little things here and there, but mostly just running outside. You
got to get online and see Coach Steve's bodyweight workouts, man. Hey, AB, I asked the fans, I know it's been a long time since you've been back at CU and you don't do much media stuff. That's why I appreciate you doing this, but fans got some questions from Twitter, so we're gonna fire them at you. After that first year you had, I mean, you probably could have transferred. Not that it was a big thing back then.
Yeah.
You probably could have transferred with Coach Derek leaving. You could have transferred anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
And you were Big 12 Freshman of the Year.
Yeah.
I mean, back then that league still is to this day. That league's a beast. So
Man.
you could play it anywhere in the country. What did Coach Boyle, or what was behind your decision to stay?
Actually, it started off with Delic. After everybody found out he was leaving, I think he told us somewhere. I don't know where it was. They told us all at once. And after that, I was thinking about, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was thinking about just going to the league after that. He's like, nah, you're not ready. So I was like, man, maybe I'll just transfer. Then a whole bunch of schools started calling. I didn't want to do that and sit out a year. And then we found out Boyle was going to be the coach. Man, we talked about it. He came out and went to see my mother. I think that's what it was. And then I just believed in the process, and it worked out. You know, he did a great thing for me.
Yeah, I remember. I think we were at Coach McLean's house or something like that when he told us. But
Yeah.
all kind of went back to the locker room, and we were all sitting there like, what the hell? Like, we felt like we were about to take off as a program. And I remember, you could have gone anywhere. Corey could have gone anywhere. Me and Austin still had 2 years to play, so we could have. But we all kind of just banded together and said, you know what, screw it. Like, let's kind of not worry about anyone else. Like, let's just stick as a team and see what we can do. And that was our mindset. I think that's what got us through that tough time, is we just came together as a team.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm glad I did. My last year was great. But both my 2 years was great. So even in the summer too, my little semester was fun.
Yeah. This is an interesting one here. I'm not sure how much facts is behind this, but we'll throw it out there. Tony Clemens, you remember Tony from the football team?
Yeah, I know who that
is. He said that you owe him another game of 1-on-1 because he was busting you up at the rec one day.
Ain't no facts behind that. What's that, like, when each sport is over in the spring and everybody just being in the rec, football players thought they used to be basketball players, and they found out it ain't like football. It's a different game on that court. So
it ain't sweet.
Yeah, it ain't what they think it is. So that's all.
It ain't sweet. Yeah, we'll leave that one.
Yeah.
One more. When do you think your jersey should be retired?
Man, I've been waiting. I feel like it should have been that. Hopefully soon. We'll see. Let's just put that out there. I think it should be retired. Everybody, I think. Dre, Spencer, I think, it's about that time to do that.
No, you definitely.
And Derek too. I think he should eventually get his too.
You definitely have a case.
Yeah.
Definitely have a case. But how about when all this blows over, we get you out here? And I know you tried to come last year.
Yeah.
For the Nebraska game, but things with your wedding and all that. But hopefully we can get you out here soon, man, and we can get that deal done.
Yeah, let's hopefully it gets it done. Let's hope that somebody put a word in for me.
Coach Boyle, if you're watching this,
man.
AB, if you, a young high school kid growing up in Kansas City or LA or wherever around the country, thinking about coming to see you play basketball for the University of Colorado and Coach Boyle, what message would you tell to them?
It's gonna be a great experience. I think he gonna test you though. I feel like you gotta be ready for that. He's just not gonna sugarcoat nothing. He gonna let you play a game, but he gonna test you too. He gonna let you know if you're wrong. And I remember that. It humbled me. So I think I needed that. And I think every young kid needs that too. But he gonna make you into a man. You need that in college.
No doubt. What's the brotherhood been like? The Colorado basketball brotherhood been like in the NBA? I know at one point there was 5 or 6 of you guys in there. Mm-hmm. With Spencer doing his thing, Derek doing his thing at the moment. You've obviously been doing your thing for a while. Dre's been hurt lately, but when you guys play against each other, is there any little trash talk going on? I know Spencer's full of it. So.
It's all fun and games. I love going at Dre, just because you know, Dre all defensive team, you know, so that's love. You know, Spencer confident just like me. I like going at him. And Derek, I ain't really got a relationship like that, but you know, every time I see him, it's love. And I'm glad what he's doing, playing great. He's a great defender too. And Big Shot, my first couple years, Big Shot was playing, so you know, it's love going at him too. So it's just all love, man. If you come through that Boulder program, man, it's all love.
No doubt, you damn right. Doesn't matter who you played for or anything like that. I know us to play together have a special bond, and also the people before us and after us. But hey, B, I appreciate you, man. I know you don't like doing this. I think for like your first 10 interviews, all you ever said was, "Oh, you know."
Yeah, for sure.
You know. but it's glad to see you doing well, man. You've come a long way, and I mean, I've seen it all. I couldn't be more proud and happy for you. So thanks again for coming on, brother.
No problem. I appreciate it.
Stay safe, AB.
You too.